temptation to leave. When you know the director of the film is Park Chan-wook, then you know the film is special. He's the same director who brought us classics like Oldboy. This movie is not only creating waves in South Korea, but also internationally. This film is getting all the attention it deserves. Park is a brilliant director who can combine different themes into a single film. This is one such film which tells us the story of a detective who is investigating a death mystery of a man who died on the mountain. Where, during the investigation period, he falls in love with the dead man's wife, despite her mysterious character. He gets obsessed with that woman. Later on, the real story starts. I'm gonna tell until this point because I don't want to give any spoilers. This film is a slow burner, takes its own time to hit you, and it has an IMDb rating of 7.3. It's available on Amazon Prime and Mobi.
살인은 흡연과 같아서 처음만 어렵다.
I'm gonna do an attack. I'm gonna attack a plane.
Emergency Declaration. After listening to the title, first I thought it's some political thriller. But it's a disaster film. Emergency Declaration is a phrase used by the pilots when they have to land immediately. Then rest of the other flights are halted and the land space is given to the particular flight, which requires immediate landing. So talking about the plot, it's about scientist turned terrorist who sneaks in a virus into the flight which is very deadly. The virus has a very shorter incubation time and it has no antivirus. And this results in chaotic atmosphere with people fighting over lives and no airport allowing them to land due to the fear of virus spreading. With limited fuel and most of the passengers infected with the virus, including the pilot, with all of them at the brink of their death, this film is a must watch. Especially the climax made me emotional. Thinking about the COVID times, it literally made me cry because it's very relatable. You can watch this film on Amazon Prime. Roundup. After the tremendous success of Outlaws, here we are presented with the second installment of the franchise. Even though if you didn't watch the Outlaws, you can watch the sequel. But it would be better if you check out first Outlaws. Unlike the first part, the second part takes place in Vietnam, with a new antagonist and much more cruel than the first part antagonist. And you will see all the favorite things which you loved in the first part, with fistfight action scenes and well-packed story. Just like the first part, we are presented with a very dangerous gangster, and for many they like second part compared to the first part. So it's a definitely must-watch film.
너는 안 했잖아.
Special delivery. The title is self-explanatory of the film, and yes, this film is about a driver who can deliver any kind of assignment assigned to her with 100% success rate. And then this driver is put upon a task of delivering a complicated assignment with 30 million on stake and stuck up with a child. She have to accomplish this mission while the cops and mobs, along with the NSI, which is the Korean National Intelligence Security, on her tail. If you're into car chases and some cool action with well-designed editing pattern, then this film is for you. Special Delivery has an IMDb rating of 6.4 and you can watch it on Amazon Prime.
시국 택배에서 안 받는 건 다 배달한다고 보시면 됩니다. 뭐 일종의 특송이죠.
야, 이 개새끼야!
라고 생각하시면 됩니다.
키워줄 부모를 찾는 거지.
그럴 권리 없잖아, 당신들한테.
그쪽도 없잖아, 버렸으니까.
Broker has one of the best casting lineup filled with amazing actors. This film is about a baby who is dropped in a baby box. Baby box is a place where parents who can't afford to raise their baby places the baby for someone else to raise. But our lead Sang takes the baby from the baby box secretly. But the mother of the baby returns back to look at her baby and finds the baby is missing. So when she tries to report to the police, Sang confesses that they took the baby for a good reason. That is to find parents for the baby. The baby's mother along with them are set on a path of finding the parents for the baby. Meanwhile, we also see two detectives following this to capture them for breaking the law. This film is a very good film with an IMDb rating of 7.1 and you can check this film on Mobi.
이게 보이시 이게 사진보다 좀 덜 귀여운
장난하는 것도 아니고 거 진짜 니들 같은 인간들한테 절대 못 줘.
누군데요?
걔는 그냥 구슬면 믿고 말하면 듣고 시키면 하는 존재입니다.
Kingmaker. If you're into political drama stories, Kingmaker is a good option for you. This film plot is as follows. When a low-level political leader who is going against the odds and standing against the dictatorial party, a brilliant strategist joins the politician due to his likings of the leader's ideology. And then, the strategist sets up a brilliant strategy which sets him up as a main opposition electoral candidate for the presidential run. Soon after that, the strategist and the leader starts developing distance due to the tactical conflicts. What happened after that is the film all about. This film seems to be inspired a bit from the real political leaders. It has an IMDb rating of 6.7. You can watch this movie on Wiki, but the watch limitation is subjected to region, so use VPN to watch the movie. By the way, if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing us. We will bring you all the best movie suggestions and topics around the movies from across the world.
있어. 비밀번호는 영원히 친구 사이. 앞으로 넌 그의 일거수일투족을 모두 알게 될 거야. 같이 학교 다니는 것처럼. 너구나, 백현진.
20th Century Girl. Just when I'm thinking where is the rom-com of 2022, then I saw this film. It depicts the story of a 17 years old girl who meets her first love after a sad departure from their earlier relationship. The relationship blooms again from the past memories. Even though the film story lineup is not so unique, the film will remind us about our college and school days. It gives a nostalgical feeling and it's a fun movie to watch. This movie has an IMDb rating of 7.3 and you can check it out on Netflix.
정지우. 이름 부를 때 헷갈리겠다.
그거 아까 전달했는데.
누구한테요?
짜잔! 저희 집 개목걸이에요. 푸들 3살.
Love and Lashes. This film exactly what the title says. This Netflix produced film was released in the earlier part of 2022, but it took some time for me to watch, and I liked it. This film is based upon the popular webtoon. To talk about the story, just take 50 Shades of Grey, reduce the adult scenes, and do a cocktail mix of K-drama style filmmaking, and then we arrive at this entertaining film. I'm not a fan of 50 Shades of Grey, but I like this film. It's fun to watch. The characters are interesting along with the storyline. This movie has an IMDb rating of 6.3 and it's available on Netflix.
너무 예뻐요, 지우씨.
그럼 밟아드릴까요?